If that to-do list keeps getting longer and longer and you can never get anything checked off of it, it is not a motivation problem. It is not a discipline problem. It is a problem with the list itself, because some of those things were never meant to be put on a list in the first place. Hey, I'm Tamara. I'm a working mom who helps other working moms break out of survival mode by creating repeatable systems that they can use to manage all the moving parts in their day-to-day life. Now, today we are building a to-don't list. We are creating a list of things that should never be put on your to-do list, and I'm going to show you what to do with them instead. Now, here's the problem with a traditional to-do list. Usually, we build this list out of all these extra tasks that we are going to get done on whatever day we have the opportunity to tackle them, but they don't account for the things that already are happening in our busy day-to-day life, right? Like the kids' pickups, showering, getting breakfast ready, getting dinner ready, getting the kids to bed. Those items don't normally go on our to-do list. And so we are trying to manage our days by being reactive to the things on this list, which creates a list that never ever ends. And what happens then is the next day you get up and you rewrite that same list over and over and over again, day after day, because you're not able to check those things off. Now, if that sounds like you, then this episode is going to be really helpful. So here's the number one rule I want you to know about building out an actual doable to-do list. Anything that repeats either daily, weekly, monthly even, does not belong on that list. That, because it's a repetitive task you're needing to do multiple times, needs to have a system built for it so that you can schedule it once a week into your planner where it's going to fit in. And that will allow you to actually get those things done instead of having to constantly be reactive to them. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you a little tip on how to determine where you need some systems to get some things off of your to-do list and onto your to-don't list. But right now, I'm going to give you some core examples, and I bet one of them, at least, is on your to-do list right now. The first thing that you can check off of that to-do list and move it over to your to-don't list is cleaning tasks. Cleaning tasks have to happen regularly in our lives. If you have the type of home where you can clean it once and it just stays clean forever, if you could let us know what the secret to that is, that would be wonderful. But anyway, most of us have to repeat that cleaning system over and over again. And that is why having a supportive cleaning system built into your schedule will allow you the freedom to be able to take that mental clutter out of your head, off of your to-do list, and into a doable plan. The second thing that might be showing up on your to-do list are repeatable work tasks, checking emails, client follow-ups, project work. All of those things need to be built into a workflow system so that you have a way of sitting down at your desk every day and knowing exactly what needs to get done. The third thing that you're probably writing on your to-do list right now is groceries. Go grocery shopping, meal plan. One of those things shows up on your to-do list frequently. And I'm going to guess that you probably need to buy food more often than just once for your family. So having a meal planning system that includes shopping for the groceries is really important to get that task off your list. That is not a task that can be skipped frequently because everybody needs to eat every day. And so if you're the one responsible for getting the food in your home, you need a system to be able to support that task getting done. So you're not rushing to the grocery store last minute or going to grab something at the store 3 or 4 times a week. Okay, so now that we've determined some of the things that do not belong on our to-do list, and we're going to move them over to our to-don't list, I don't want to overwhelm you with having to create a bunch of systems all at once. So what I want you to do now is to pull out some previous to-do lists that you've written. So in your phone, you probably have a few things written in there of to-dos. Maybe you have some scraps of paper and Post-its around with previous to-dos from either yesterday or last week or whenever you wrote it. And I want you to circle the things that have been written multiple times. So 4 or more times if you're looking at least 4 or 5 lists. And we're just going to pick one of those tasks for now and figure out a way to work a system into our schedule so that we can get that done without having to be reactive to it. And if you are somebody who needs more support in creating systems, I'm going to invite you over to my audio-only podcast over on either Apple or Spotify. And there are plenty of episodes over there that talk about system building. And if you really want to take a deep dive on creating home management systems that actually work for real non-life, take a look at my home management systems course. You can find both links for the audio podcast and the course in the resource section on my YouTube homepage. All right, that's it for this week, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode and you found it helpful, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss the next one. And I'll see you back here next time. Bye, guys.